3, 2, 1. What is up, guys? As you can see, I changed up the camera angle a bit. Why? I don't know. I just want to try different things. And also, I think I want to bring a little bit more energy to this, a little bit more fire, because people's attention span is fucking short. That's a fact. And it's getting shorter. So, but I want your attention. So I'm just trying out stuff, how I can get people to watch it. Stay with the video, let me know what you think, and yeah, let's get into it. So this week, a few things actually happened. I wrote a blog post about my hackathon, which was very successful, got featured on Hackathon on Medium. Very exciting. That's also why I decided to post on Medium now instead of my own website, because these things can only happen if I'm on a platform like this. Like, people can find it better and decide to repost it and stuff. So that's exciting. Then I met with the founder of chinahandys.net. I don't know if any of you remember this guy. I met him through meeting random people, through talking to random people on the street. And well, we talked about China, because he's been there a couple of times, about the people, the culture, whatever. And he gave me feedback. He liked what I was doing. And he also liked this next idea I'm going to talk about now, which is the main thing, because I decided I would travel the world. And let me tell you why I want to do that. So first things, what do I want to accomplish in general? Like also with this, with all this kind of stuff. I want to get into a position where I can help as many people as possible. And so that's actually what I'm doing currently. And so you probably know this, that I talk to random people on the street because I wanted to find a problem I can personally solve. And the problem that came with that is that I realized that I'm doing it in one city in Germany, and I'm doing it on the street in the city center where people usually are doing stuff they like, with people they like with their friends, with their family or whatever. And so the insights I get are very narrow. Like, I always, like, of course people have problems and whatever, but it's people in Germany have obviously different problems than people in other parts of the world. So like I was hearing, like, studying, they don't like it, learning, working, like doing laundry and all that kind of stuff, but nothing really major. And yeah, like the things, like also what I noticed when I talked to Chinese tourists and I asked them what they thought is missing or something they think is weird, and they said that shops are closed on Sunday is, for them, doesn't really make any sense. But of course, when I asked German people, like, no one even mentioned that, and the reason is because we got used to that. We got used to shops being closed on Sunday because it's how we've known it for all the time. So like, you only see these kind of things if you talk to people who have a completely different kind of experience. So that's why I decided to scale this whole thing and not only talk to people in Germany, but talk to as many people as possible from all around the world, all cultures, nationalities, rich people, poor people. I don't know if I can get too many rich people by just traveling, but probably. And really get to know people, because whatever I'm eventually doing to help people, and by the way, I don't care what it actually is, like whether it's like helping them be healthier or like helping people to not starve, or like helping people with mental illness. I don't care what it, or creating an app or program software that helps people do whatever they want. And so I don't care what the specific thing is in the end. I just want to help as many people as possible. So whatever it might be, it has to do with people. So I need to know people. So that's also what I want to accomplish with this, because I'm traveling the world to get in contact with as many people as possible. This also means I don't want to lay on the beach. I don't want to climb mountains because there are probably not so many people. I want to really get to where people are. So I think big cities make a lot of sense, but I also need to like get somewhere in the nowhere in Africa to really see how life is there. So that is something I need to get to know people. What do they do? Why do they do what they do? What are their ambitions, their goals, their motivation? Why do they have this motivation? Why is this the specific thing they want to do? These are the kind of questions I want to like get answers to. Also to continue finding a problem. And I mean, of course, and someone commented this on my Instagram, like I don't need to travel the world to know that there are people starving and that there are people living in poverty and that there's war. I don't need to travel to find out these kind of things. But I think it's not as black and white, just because, of course, if you're starving, then that's pretty shitty, and they are definitely not happy. But I think there are a lot of like assumptions we are making from the life we are having, and just say, well, these people in poverty that have way less than we have, they must be so unhappy, and if we just make them rich, then they will be happy. But I think everyone knows that there are people and places in the world where people have way less than we do in Germany or in the modern world, and they are way more happy. So yeah, that's why I think it's not as black and white as knowing all the problems. Like I really want to figure out what makes people happy. That's also a part. Also, what I think is a major part, and that is also a factor that I put into the decision of traveling the world, I know that I will grow massively from this. Like talking to people, getting to know people, like my confidence, like how I come across, and how open I am, how well I can like understand people, empathy I wanted to say, like all these, like leadership, like confidence, I said that already, are all things that I know I will get better from this. I will grow from this, and this is part of my decision process, because I think these are all skills that you don't really learn. Maybe you can learn them step by step and very specific things, but it's way better to just combine it. And there's so much I can learn from, in general, from just meeting people, seeing the world, see what's actually happening, get to know a lot of people and all that kind of stuff. So that's a major part. And also it's networking again. That's also something that I noticed from just talking to random people, that I get to know a lot of people, and it's the good kind of networking, because it's not like I want something from you, so hey, what's your name? I want something from you, so let's meet. No, it's you meet people, and eventually if you meet a lot of people, some people will there will be a connection. There's rapport between you, me and him, and me and her, or whatever, and there's something I can do for them, or they can do for me, and want to do that. So I get to know a lot of people. It's a kind of networking. So that's also a major part of why I want to travel the world. I want to work to save up money to do this, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to be dependent on the money I have from my parents, even though I would have now enough to already do it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get a job as a promoter in Bremen, so I can plan all the things on the side. I have no clue how long it takes, like what it takes to get visas and insurance and all this kind of, like, plan my travels and stuff. So I have to do all of that now. If you have any tips, hit me up. Also, if you're any place you think I need to visit, send me a message. I would love to hear that. And yeah, so working right now, getting a job, and then the plan is like to travel 1 year. But again, I have no clue. Like maybe like half a year I notice this is not working, I have to leave, or maybe this is so awesome I will do it for 2 years or whatever. But 1 year is like the thing I'm kind of having in mind. So yeah, let me hear what you think about any of this, the new camera angle, the energy I'm trying to bring to this, the idea of traveling the world, any suggestions, whatever. Leave anything in the comments and make sure to subscribe. See you guys. I don't know when. See you guys.